Here is Brian with the translation of the Drop of Inspiration of Ricardo Melo with the theme, How to be Free of Depression. Hello, my dear friends. Good morning. Nowadays, unquestionably, depression is one of mankind's main problems that we face. Not succumbing to depression is clearly an act of vigilance that we all need to be aware of. It is a disease that needs to be treated in the light of a good psychiatrist of modern psychiatry. A good psychotherapy with psychologists who can help you break free from this process, which hypothetically is preventing you from moving forward in life. We all live and experience difficulties in life. The problem is that nowadays, with the dictatorship of happiness, people take pills because they don't want to deal with sadness, because they want to forget their difficulties without letting go of them through self-understanding, evolving spiritually. Many people, due to this concept, end up believing that those little moments of sadness are actually depression. I say this because I've met several people like that, as if you could not be sad at the end of a relationship, either because they haven't passed a school exam or because a loved one has discarnated, or because you are unemployed. My friend, sadness is part of life. Moreover, by the way, sadness is one of human beings' main emotions. Jesus got sad once. All of us, in those moments of sadness, experience uncomfortable situations and sensations. Obviously. However, since nothing goes to waste in the divine nature, in those moments of sadness, many beautiful things will occur as well. We end up reflecting upon some things which we don't usually do in our daily automatic routine. Sadness sometimes helps us to reflect. What I mean is, don't be afraid of sadness. What we can't do is giving in to her. Isn't that right? We can't believe that all of our sorrows must continue. No. All pain has an end zone. Imagine a dark tunnel. This is interesting. I like this picture. If you are driving a car and enter a dark tunnel, what do you normally do if you are a responsible driver? You slow down for safety and turn on the headlights, considering this interesting metaphor. If the driver stops in the dark tunnel out of fear, an accident will happen behind him, right? If he doesn't turn the lights on, he won't be able to see right ahead, so what does life mean with that? When you go through the dark tunnel of some problem, do not stop. Turn your lights on and move forward. Look how deep it is. When difficult situations are established, I know that for some people it is difficult to react. I'm not saying it's easy. On the contrary. That's what we're talking about right now. It's not an invention. But at the same time, we cannot figure out and we cannot forget our responsibility in taking the next step. For as much as you take medications, do psychotherapy, it still depends on your will. This will have been given to us by God, and we have the prayer to strengthen it. We have the condition of, with small steps at least, improving it, so that we can help each other in any difficulty and move on. I remember the story of a friend that I like to tell. An old lady said she was very depressed, but she had been undergoing medical treatment for a long time and couldn't get it out of bed. She wouldn't even take care of her grandchildren. She was on pills. Then, without ever disrespecting the treatment undergone on earth, a spiritual friend, after taking care of her spirituality, says, "My daughter, is there something you really like to do and you haven't been doing for a long time?" She said, "Yes, I love baking chocolate cake." He said, "Would it be possible for you to at least try baking a cake this week, since you can't get out of your house?" She was alone in bed, and she said, "I'll do my best." The following week she returns to another appointment, and she says that she made the chocolate cake, which was delicious. She enjoyed it a lot because she didn't think she could have handled it. Usually those who are sad and depressive always consider the whole picture. They say, "Oh my God, I can't get out of my old life, and I can't get my old life back. Everything is just too big." She forgets that the first step, however simple it is already a fantastic thing. In her case, it was simply baking a chocolate cake. "Okay," he asked like this, "did you like it?" And she answered, "A lot." So he said, "What do you think about making a chocolate cake for the ones you love?" She talked about her little grandchildren, who loved chocolate cake and didn't live with her. Then she was motivated. "Yeah, I think I can make a cake this week and call to my grandchildren to eat it." And so it happened. This is without realizing it. With small steps she was socializing again. And when she woke up, she was already way beyond what she had imagined she could possibly be. What do I mean by that, my dear friends? Only you know the difficulty that at the moment grips your heart. But at the same time, you also need to know with the same awareness of the light within your heart. So take small steps. Turn on your lighthouse. Remember, you are in the dark tunnel of life. Ignite the beacon of your faith in God and yourself. We can add much more to do that. You can listen to good music. I love it listening to good songs when I'm sad. Put on a song that brings you to a high state of mind. Open a book that actually helps you reflect positively. Or read a message that elevates your self-esteem. Make small progress, no matter how small they are. Do not ignore the power of the small steps that will carry you forward. When we open our hearts to see God's beauty in our life, everything improves. And if there is a powerful medicine to ease the sensation of sadness and depression, I insist, it's the practice of gratitude. This is modern science. Recent researchers have been repeating this constantly, and science has shown the practical effect it has on people's brains, who are grateful 2, 3, or 4 times a day, even during moments of pain and difficulty. Why is this? Because the discipline we have to say 5 times in a day that things are bad. We also have to talk about good things and thank it. So be grateful. Appreciate the life you have, even with difficulties and the lessons you are learning. Appreciate the slightest progress you can make. Bring this deep gratitude to your home gospel every day. It's 15-20 minutes between you and God, reading wonderful things, bringing light to your life. It is the practice of gratitude. Also make small practical movements in your life that bring you zest for life. You can be sure that one step after another will take you out of the darkest tunnels. May Jesus inspire you more and more. Share the drop of inspiration with your contacts. Let's spread light and peace. Gratitude. Stay with God, my friends.